Greetings, entities and guardians. My name is HyperHimes, and welcome back to Kick Your Run Kingdom, where we have this nice, peaceful, relaxing music. That's gonna go ahead and immediately go to waste because we're going back at a BEAST-YEAST because we just need to go through the whole entire nightmare that was that last video. What was any of that? Just bear this in mind. I just want you to bear this in mind. There may be a lot of comments telling me like explanations to like what the story meant, which hopefully doesn't spoil this to what's going on in the rest of the story. But I just want you to know this. I don't even have the chance to read those comments because I'm recording all these videos in bulk. The last 5 or 6 videos of Kingdom that you just saw were all from today. They're all from the same exact day that I'm recording this. So if there's any shot that you tried explaining what's going on in the story from one of the previous videos, fun fact, I can't read it because the videos haven't even been uploaded yet. They're about to be uploaded in like a week's time by the time they make this video. I'm not even I wish I was, but it's just the truth. Anyways, hopefully, in this next part of the story, maybe I can get to like 11:26, because for all I know, there's going to be an absurd amount of cutscenes, or if there's not, we can get all the way up to like 11:30, so this may be the final part of the story, or like second to last, I don't know, but all I can tell you, it's going to get very stressful. Now, while going through this, I'm going to be reading comments from the video, Is Chocolate Cookie Spiritually Powerful? Which is an overview video. And if you want to leave your question and comments down in the comment section below for me to read on the videos, and feel free to do so, because it could be a random question, a random comment, a random fact, something about me, something about the game, something entirely different. It doesn't even matter, because as long as we're having a fun time at the end of the day, and we appreciate being around each other from community to creator and creator to community, and that's what matters the most. And, yeah. And we'll probably just start this off with like a simple comment. Like there's one from It's Caitlin Gotcha Moonlight saying, question of the day, his voice in the outfit. The voice of the outfit, Charcoal Cookie, is peak. I can't even mess with you on that one. That is like a really top tier voice. Also, Lena Gio says his design and voice are cool. Again, you know, design and voice is really solid. And also, Amanda VV says, I love his design so much. I agree. I think he's got one of the coolest designs in the game. Legitimately, I am not even buzzing about that, or whatever the term is. I'm just being honest. Probably one of the best designs that this whole game has to offer for a cookie that isn't even a beast, ancient, legendary, or anything like that. If you told me that cookie was a legendary cookie, you would have fooled me. You would have easily fooled me.
Make way, please! There are cookies in need of our help!
Something's not right. Those cookies have never been hostile.
What he said can't be right. I should ask the knights for help.
Our comrades are eagerly waiting our return.
Knights of Kalanamek! Please help us!
No!
Watch out! A cookie!
Oh no! No, We are just poor cookies seeking help. Why must you be so cruel?
What? You jumped right...
Don't. Please, forgive us. My comrade must have lost control of her steed. No, I saw it! She did it on purpose! To scare us!
They have the black sapphire on them.
What?
Yeah! I saw it! She had plenty of time to pull the reins! You preach solidarity, yet you are so quick to turn a blind icing to cookies like us, without a coin to our name!
He told the truth.
Everyone stay calm! We Knights of Kalanamek have always been friends to everyone who needs help.
Lies! You're no different from the other tyrants of our continent.
Tyrants? There must be some misunderstanding.
Oh yeah, I heard about it too! You would use force to silence all those who disagree! That's...
What? Got nothing to say to that?
More and more of them are gathering.
We must leave.
Lord Commander!
You are absolutely right.
No, Lord Commander, it's dangerous.
Our power is great. Greater than anyone's. In the name of solidarity, our power must never be tainted by selfishness or greed.
Stay back!
Heed my oath.
Huh? He's fallen on his knees.
What's going on?
We kneel as your friends, and no less your devoted servants. We shall gladly fight for you, with your names evermost in our thoughts. I swear we will come back. But for now, would you kindly Let us pass.
Lord Commander.
It isn't their fault. We are out of time, knights. Fall in line.
Are you all right?
I'm fine. Lord Commander seemed a bit lost in thought today.
So, the rumors weren't true after all? But you said you saw her letting go of the reins. Well, yeah, I did.
Even he was just like, I mean, you said it though. You said it.
All their promises to protect. Nothing but empty words. I won't forgive.
Well, well. Seeds of lies have been planted. Now it's time to find out who's willing to reap the harvest.
I'm pretty sure the only reason why a majority of them fell back was because, like, it was from the word of, like, the virtue. And I don't think they're gonna try and test against that. It's literally, the other beasts are trying to make the other, like, last virtue fall onto their knees.
Those Kalanamic knights. I could have such a glorious war.
Always filling hearts with false hope.
The Magister of Apathy? Who the pleb is this one?
Perhaps they could enjoy their time in our beautiful garden.
Monarch of Sloth?
Now that we've heard everyone's opinion, it seems to me clear as day that we have a common enemy.
Politician of Deceit. Are these, like... Who the pleb are these people? Are they, like, the spirits that, like, thrive within the physical forms of the beasts?
Without those fools, the continent will be ours for the taking.
Haste will do more harm than good. Must we really stir up trouble?
You don't understand. As long as he lives, our soldiers, inspired by his ideals, will defy our orders and sabotage our war plans. And as if that was not enough, they will blame you for all their suffering and misery.
Complaints without solutions won't get us anywhere.
None of us stand a chance on our own. Only together, united as one, can we change the tide of this war. But before that, perhaps we could try to bargain a deal.
Who? So there's more than just the destroyer person, but who the pleb are the rest of these? I'm assuming as like some sort of a theory, it has to do with like okay, you know how the soul gems speak to the ancients? Like how they're like separate deity or something like that? This could be like the deities that possess the soul gems of the beasts. And like what possesses them to do what they did to destroy everything in their path. Because that's the only thing that I could explain as to what this means. But if that's the case, then how the pleb does someone like Nutmeg Tiger even meet up with one of them? And now potentially the others, like the other, you know, minions of the beasts met with the spirits. This is something I swear I am not understanding. But I love it. In the most messed up way. Anyways, Indictation says, where's the grapefruit and lime overview? I don't know if now is a good time to cover that. I gotta focus more on the story. You'll get him soon, I guess, but, anyways. He also say, I like him. He's voiced by the person who voices Optimus Prime, which makes him a 10 out of 10. Ooh. I think that's... Everyone's been saying that about Silent Salt Cookie's voice, but now they're saying that about, you know, Charcoal Cookie's voice. Make up your mind. Also, Maxie Does Things says, question of the day, I really like him, not for the story, not only for the design or skill, but the fact that they are a meta on episode 11 for Beasties, and to be honest, it's good for players who don't have Silent Salt. That is true. He does null the effect, or at the very least nullify parts of the effect, by making them not as effective of like the Veil of Salt, so that they don't have much of an effect on your team, so that's very good. Also, Sonic Gamer says, it shocked me to find out he's voiced by the epic voice guy from Honest Trail. Is he really? Okay, that shocks me if that's real. I guess Epic Voice Guy would sound like Optimus Prime, but come on! And Alice Does Many Things says, to be honest, the voice for him fits the best, and I love the design. I love this charcoal cookie love. Like, honestly, I love it. I love to see this love for a certain cookie, and like, you know, the voice actors and all this stuff. Oh, what is that? Oh no, I saw that. Lone Salt Spirit, and an Awakened Salt Spirit, and Patrick Spirits, and Raid Salt Spirit. All the salt spears, just like combining it in one whole spear of salt that will make your tongue just wither. Why do we need this much salt in our lives?
Lord Commander, a letter arrived while you were away.
Yet you did not deem it necessary to send a messenger. It must scarcely be worth reading.
It is a message from those who call themselves the rulers of this continent.
That's gotta be the quote-unquote beast souls or something.
After the divine emissaries vanished, these usurpers were quick to claim their empty thrones.
After they vanished? Are these not the real beasts or something? Are they false idols?
Although the sender might be different this time, I recognize the same old message from someone who seeks to oppress cookies through power and cruelty. We have nothing to ask of them. There will be no replies or negotiations.
As you command, my lord.
Tell the knights to tighten their discipline. In the name of solidarity, trying times lie ahead.
So they're really trying to bargain with Silent Salt or something. Trying to go like, hey, you just give all this up and then we could just destroy this whole place. But Silent Salt is still holding on to that hope. He's still holding on to that solidarity that he claims so dearly. Shout outs to them. We need more of him in our lives. Because what the pleb else can we do if they just take over? How the pleb do they take over if this is the case?
What a relief.
For all I know, I think they're just going to cause like all the cookie kind to just rambunctious, like, how do I say this? The best thing that I can describe what might be going on is, just as a theory, the other beastly spirits are going to try to make all the other cookies go up against them. And then when Silent Salt just can't take it anymore, they just destroy everything in their path until there's literally nothing. No more wars, no more fights, literally nothing else that's left. But the problem is that's exactly what the beasts wanted, because that means there's nothing else that can get in their way. And I guess because of it, like, being ashamed or something like that, maybe, like, Silent Salt eternally locked himself down in those tombs? Maybe.
A proposal has fallen through.
Then it's time for war!
How bothersome.
My friends, perhaps there is another way. What if we let them dig their own graves with solidarity they treasure so?
Not even the knights will be spared from total apathy.
Give it to me now! The likes of you deserve to be punished!
That's enough. No matter the circumstances, violence will not be tolerated.
Oh, thank you, thank you.
Puppet? What?
Those brutes almost got away with all my precious little valuables.
The Kalanamic Knights have restored justice!
And now there's the destruction guy.
All hail the Knights of Kalanamic.
There's a slothful bystander.
All hail the Knights of Solidarity.
There's a disciple of apathy.
Something isn't right here.
I couldn't agree more.
What the flip is going on? Are they like trying to soften up to the knights where they're going to try and make them fall? Is that why Silent Salt did it? They never did it like he was a cruel person. He did it because he had to.
Who goes there?
Commander, it's me. You've been away for so long.
These are troubling times. Make sure not to wander about this late.
All right, but Commander, I've heard talks. Others say that the Kalanamic Knights have turned against us peaceful cookies instead of protecting us.
And what have you seen yourself?
Nothing of the sort.
Good. You must remember, you and only you are responsible for your judgment.
But what if I'm wrong?
Accept your mistake and put it to rights. Fear not the responsibility for the choices you make. Rather, the refusal to admit it when you are wrong.
Refusal to admit?
Truth always comes to light, much like a spring quenching the thirst of a barren land. What is it that you're hiding behind your back?
It's, never mind. The flowers have all wilted and dried out.
Petals might wither away, but the intention remains.
Just like the knights who always stay true to their code?
Wait, what, was this little abandoned cookie crossing their fingers behind them? Is that why?
Yes. The knights always stand by those in need.
Commander? Are you gonna leave again?
Yes, but it is a secret. It is late. Head back home.
Whoa! A secret! Okay.
Lord Commander.
Fulfill your duties while I am away. Make sure none of those unworthy shall pass through your trials.
Your will is my command.
This is... I'm assuming
No way we would have
they're
lost.
they're willing to go away because they're probably gonna have another meeting with like Elder Fairy. That's my only guess, and this is like a big exclamation point level. Before I enter in here, because my gosh, story's going on. There's a comment from Arian Funhouse saying, "I'm stunned. He's voiced by the epic voice guy who voices a Transformers character. Charcoal Cookie's voiced by Optimus Prime." Okay, we already established that, but that's still awesome. Okay, so also, the last comment that I do say in the video comes from Walton Caponen saying, "I do like Charcoal, but my gacha with him was awful. I got 7 Strawberry and Wizards in a row, then I got 1 Custom Clover, and after that I got 2 Strawberry and Wizards back to back. But the time I did pull for him, I only got Strawberry, and Wizard, and Gingerbrave alone, and only 1 Epic, and it was not Charcoal. Thankfully, I did get him randomly by Soul Stones and got him promoted to 1 star. I don't even have Charcoal at 1 star yet. I guess I'm lucky for being able to pull for him, like, immediately, but, like, the fact that I wasn't able to get him any more promotions kind of makes me upset, but... By the way, what the pleb is that thing? Forgotten Spirit. And Teaspoon Salt Spirits. What a way to go out. Imagine going out because your spirit is made of salt. Good lordy Lou. No cutscene this time. Maybe it's at the end of the level? I don't know. But let's just get through probably this, and if there's nothing after...
Silence.
Probably like 1 more level.
Are you certain you will not live to regret your decision? Your power too shall...
I have no fear. On the contrary, this is what I wish for. Old friend, do you remember my first visit?
I do. The fairies hid behind the veil of mist, their wings trembling, wary of the approach of the unexpected seeker.
Those were the days of chasing the faintest glimmer of hope amidst pitch-black darkness. For my creator, who had always answered my calls, had fallen silent. In the eyes of Cookie kind, the virtues we harnessed had started to become synonymous with our overwhelming strength, growing crooked, distorted, day by day moving further away from their original purpose, to make the world a sweeter place.
Ah, you deemed it was time to nurture the new virtues, the search for answers, magic that could make your dream possible, brought you here, to our fairy kingdom.
That day, having spoken with you, I already knew our goals were aligned. Instead of strength bestowed, gratuitous and unchecked, a new future, forged by each and every cookie working as one.
To make it possible, together we crafted a spell that would collect the powers of the old virtues.
And remake them anew, sharing their strength with the entire cookie kind.
A seed of this spell was then planted here, in the fairy kingdom, to grow into a magnificent tree, its mighty roots and branches worthy of millennial glory.
Nourished by our ancient power, the tree shall blossom and bear the fruits of the new, better world.
And thus our waiting began. Waiting for the day the silver tree produces the seeds of the new virtues that shall scatter and take root across the world.
But without the divine emissaries, chaos spread more rapidly than we had anticipated. The tree is growing steadily. Alas, time is a luxury we cannot afford. For the tree to bear fruit sooner, for earth-bred to bask in the light of the new virtue sooner, I shall offer my power of solidarity.
Back off, knights!
Please, let us talk!
Calm down and tell us what's going on.
You won't fool us twice. You think we don't know that you sided with the greedy cookies who hoarded all the food for themselves?
Hoarded the food?
You heard me! That cookie you helped, he stole our jellies to sell them back to us, fleecing the poor of their last coins.
But he pleaded for our help.
We were hungry and desperate.
and you turned your backs on us!
I sense a malice unlike ever before.
Your leader lied to us! Said that your power is great. Turns out you were just like everyone else. Tyrants! Interested in nothing but your own profit!
You may not trust us knights, but you cannot talk like that about Lord Commander. Food is getting scarcer by the day. We didn't have much before, but at least we never went hungry.
We barely have any remedies left. Our freshly baked are falling ill one by one. If only the Knights of Kalanamic hadn't turned the entire continent against them.
So now they are fully believing that the Knights are against their actual own kind. Are you kidding me? Where's your loyalty, guys? Alright. There's only 5 levels left. 5. So I'm going to say this with 100% certainty and guarantee. The next time I go through this whole story will be the last time. The very last time for this chapter and episode. The only other times where I might is if I attempt like hard difficulties, because I would like to attempt like the challenge mode, I guess. But, oh, lordy Lou. I need to see how this all goes down, because from what it seems like I'm hearing, now Silent Salt, the only choice left is they're not getting defeated, but they're going to give up their solidarity to help the tree's power. But then how would that explain getting sealed? So I guess like they gave up their power, but then with him only being a shell of who he formerly was, now they became like a shell of, you know, like I mentioned who they formerly was while their spirit is still within the tree. But because of that, they became who they are now and just slaughtered everyone who remained. And then that gave the tree enough power, though, to seal away the rest of the beast to emit the new virtues that we know now as the Ancients. So realistically, what Silent Soul did is like a self-sacrifice? I guess. And bear in mind, all this stuff that we've seen, this is from the past. We haven't seen in this video, like we've only seen it once on like the previous one. But like in this video, we haven't seen anything from the perspective of White Lily or Pastry or Charcoal, anything like that. This is all from past events. So that means, this should mean they know everything themselves. I'm hoping at least, because if not, then I don't know what the pleb to do. But the next time I go through the story, it will be the very last part of this episode stuff. Then I'm going to have to wait a whole like 21 days or something like that, like over a month. Well, more like 3 weeks, just for the next story to come out, and it's going to be very hype. By next story, I mean next update, but you know what I mean. But anyways, with that being said, if you enjoy the video, then please be sure to like on it, and also share the video with your friends if you enjoy my Kick Around content, and if you enjoy my content in general, then why not subscribe, and hit the bell icon to be notified of whatever I do in the future, and down below in the description, you'll see links to all my social media, including a post to my new merch store called The Pleb Market, and also a link to my memberships where for just $1 a month, you can see exclusive content you wouldn't normally see in this YouTube channel. But above all else, I'll see you entities and guardians in the next video. Hail the Hypenese.